Jesus has just jogged past the van. Is that a sign?
Can you give me the grand tour?
Yes, welcome to our no.
So, have we got bed bugs? Oh, God. I haven't done this French accent since I have come here.
Hey up, you alright? I'm just parked up in a field near where I used to play when I was young. It's changed quite a bit since I was last here. And it's quite an interesting place. It's a place in Rotherham, village called Swinton in Rotherham. And it was famous for rocking and pottery. I'll just show you where we used to hang around as a mischievous teenager. So this is a kiln and it belonged to rocking and pottery. It's all that's left. The Waterloo kiln. I don't know if you can see that. And it belonged to, like I said, rocking and pottery. And during the 18th century, it was probably regarded as some of the finest pottery in the world. Needs tidying up. And as a lot of you know, I used to do a bit of antique dealing, well, quite a lot of antique dealing, and I always had a fondness for rocking and pottery, and I still got quite a few pieces. It was worth quite a bit of money. Some pieces in particular are worth a lot of money, but as antique values have come down, it's not as collectible as it once was. So yeah, this is an area and it was called Pottery Ponds, and we used to come here. I don't know why I'm telling you this, it's just because I've parked up, but we used to come here and play football. I spent hours and hours round here. I've climbed up all them trees, and when you look back now you think, bloody hell. If my parents had known I were at top of all them trees when I was younger. It's a real shame about the road noise. Well, there wouldn't have been as much road noise then, in 70s and early 80s. So I'm at a loose end today because Helen's on holiday. She's on her annual skiing trip with the girls, something she's had booked for a year. And do you know what? She's had a nightmare. There's a reason we call her Calamity Helen, and it's such a, well, it's a funny story now, but I'll tell you that in a bit. But before I get onto that, can you just like and subscribe, please? I've got to keep, everyone says you've got to keep asking for people to subscribe because they don't do it, and that sent me over 40,000. That's what I needed to talk about. Yeah, start again. Thank you so much to every one of you that subscribed and got me to 40,000 subscribers. I'm absolutely overwhelmed by it, and I really appreciate it, and I'm so humbled, and I can't, you know. When I started this YouTube channel, I put a video up for a bit of a laugh, and now it's turned within it, well, just over a year now. It's my full-time job. Oh, there's a jogger there, look. He looked like Jesus. Jesus has just jogged past the van. Is that a sign? So, if that were you, I'm not, no offence. You looked very handsome and svelte. So, I didn't think I'd ever get to 40,000 subscribers, but now I'm thinking, well's my oyster? Next step, 50,000. Let's keep going for it. So thank you so much to every one of you. I was going to do one of them posts, you know, like everybody does a post, ooh, but I just feel a bit weird doing stuff like that. It's a bit like gloating and that, isn't it? I think when I get to 50,000 I might do something, But yeah, thanks again. And if you've not subscribed, please do subscribe, because it helps me out. It's completely free. It don't cost a thing. It just means that when you come on YouTube, you'll see my videos recommended and that, so you'll not miss stuff out. And you know, it helps push me out to more people. So yeah, thanks. What were I saying? I'm at a loose end because Helen's on holiday, although she'll be back in the next vlog. It's getting busy, this car park now. So what am I going to do in this vlog? I'm going to talk about Helen's trip, and I'm going to show you some footage that she sent me. I mean, you'll have to excuse it. It's almost like she's taking it on a potato. It's the worst footage you've seen. But it is, in her defence, it is a bad camera on that phone. So I'll show you that, and I'll tell you a story about it. I'll do that in a bit. I've got to cook my tea. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got a few bits in the fridge and that'll knock something up. And I need to tidy it back at van out. You see, you don't see all this sort of stuff behind the scenes. That's what I'll do, behind the scenes. I've got a new power bank, a smaller one, a Bluetti, which is quite cool, although I've got nothing to test it with, unless I have a cup of tea. Because I haven't really got out, I can cook in air fryer. What do you think to Nick Knowles' new beard? You know Nick Knowles on that Building SOS programme, is that what he did? Well, he's got a new beard. Well, he's got a beard. He's grown a bushy beard. He's put a bit of weight on and he's grown a bushy beard. And it's something I want to grow a big beard. What do you think? Do you think it looks good? And do you think I'd look alright with it? I'm thinking of doing that just for men, trying some of that. But I'm scared that it'll look, I can't just go like black beard, big blushy, because it'll look stupid. But don't they do just for men, so it's like very subtle? But the problem I have, I've tried it past to grow a big bushy beard, and I can do it, but it's that stage in between. It takes about 3 months, you know, and it's that stage in between when it goes right wiry. So if you're a bearded bloke or lady, you might be a lady with a beard. We don't sort of, no prejudice on here. Let me know how you handle the wiriness, because mine gets really wiry. I'm getting a funny look at this lady with a Labrador. That man's filming himself in the van. I love Labradors. When we get our forever home, me and Helen, we're not in any rush to get a house, but we're going to have a golden retriever. I love golden retrievers. They're like real proper dogs, aren't they? And I made my mind up. I've always liked him. And it made my mind up when we were at Whitby, and we were at Whitby Brewery, sat outside last year, and everyone's there with their dogs, because when you go to Seaside, everybody's got a dog, as you saw in the Filey video. So everybody's there with their dogs, and they're all them yappy crazy dogs, which I do like yappy crazy dogs as well, but they're all mental and they're all running around and they're out of control. And then there were a golden retriever just sat there, like an older one, not even on a lead, just chilling, looking at all these young whippersnappers running around, and it were like, do you know what I mean? It was just chilled, and you could feel it were like sort of, I don't know, all these young dogs. So that's why I like golden retrievers, because they're quite chilled. Anyway, I need to tidy it back at van. Is that going to be good content? Should I film me tidying the back of the van? I've got a bit lazy recently. I've got to admit. So what happens, I'm on top form all the time. I'm keep on top of things, keep it tidy, get up in the morning, put my bed away, everything's tidy. And then last couple of days I've just left bed out. It's wrong, innit? Because I think, well, I'm going to be out all day. If I'm out walking around or filming a vlog, just leave bed. Then I can just lay on bed and, you know, watch a film or something like that. But it's no good if I want to cook, and I'm going to cook tonight, so I need to put the bed away. Only to get it out again a couple of hours later. Oh, first world problems, isn't it? Oh, can't move. I can't move. So that goes up, and I know a lot of people would fold their blankets up, but not me. You don't need to fold them. You can just ram them in like that. You can do it bloke style. Just ram the sheets in. That'll do. That's me plug for me electric blanket, like an electric cover thing. They really are the future then. I don't know why the government doesn't provide all people over the age of, say, 70 with a free electric blanket. Oh, I've not put my pillow in. Not my pillow. So I'm at Dunelm and I spoke to a lady. There's absolutely no signs on the car park. I says to a lady in there, I says, is there any restrictions? And she says no, so I can stay here as long as I want. So I'm gonna have my tea. I don't think I'll stay overnight though, because I've just noticed them things there and they can lock it up. But I'll stay here before I go to one of my other parking spots. Bought another one of these boxes. I think these are great. They're 12 quid from Dunelm and they're just great for storage, and they sort of go with the decor of my van. And I want to put this one in this corner here. Very clever design. So they fold out like that, and then you've got a base. So that's your base that fits in to make it rigid. And there's your lid. Take that off. Oops. So there you go. That's another storage box. Got 3 of them now. And that's going to go down here in this corner. I'll take my hat off. And I'll tell you what else I bought. I use these, you know, these disposable dehumidifier things. They help with the condensation. I mean, I don't get it too bad in here. Not as bad as it used to be before it was converted, but you still get a little bit when it's really cold outside. Especially like when I'm cooking, which I'm about to do. Putting my pasta in here. I've got to be careful because it's likely to bubble over. How long are you supposed to do that for? Two minutes? Oh, how am I going to drain it? Bloody hell. I need a bowl to drain it in. It's under here. I'll drain it in my sink when I've done. And then I could recycle water and have a wash with it. I could just do that, couldn't I? It's a right faff, innit, that? But there's me tortellini. Oh, bloody hell, my garlic bread's bubbling over. And I've got some of that. You know what you sprinkle on it? I'm not even going to start to pronounce that. So I burnt my garlic bread. Get that. Anyway, that was nice, that dinner, for what it was. Filled an hole. So I need to tell you about Helen's story. Now, she does, every year she goes skiing with all her friends. It's booked a year in advance and everything. And she's gone to Morzine in France. I don't really know much about that area or anything, but it's a ski resort. So they're flying from Leeds, Bradford. They've all got there and they're boarding the plane, and it turns out that Helen's got the wrong passport. She's picked her daughter's passport up by accident. I don't know how she's managed to do that. I mean, they do look similar, but Helen is quite considerably older than her daughter. But I guess you could say they've got a bit of a similar look. And the weird thing is that she's got through the first security check with the wrong passport, which that's a bit weird that they didn't pick it up then. Anyway, so as she's getting on the plane, the steward or whatever is said, "Oh, welcome aboard," and used her daughter's name, and she's like, her reaction was like, "That's my daughter," and that's when she's realised. So panic ensued. She's had to get a taxi from Leeds Bradford Airport to go and pick a car up. Then she's had to drive back down to Sheffield, go home to get a passport. Obviously she'd missed that flight, but there was another flight from Manchester with EasyJet flying that evening. So I've taken her in her car through to Manchester Airport and dropped her off, and she's managed to catch that flight. Everything's all good. I mean, it's cost her 130 quid plus a taxi and all that stuff, this mistake. But then the worry was, she was flying to Geneva and obviously Switzerland, so, and then you get a transfer. There's like a coach service from Geneva Airport to Morzine and to the ski resorts, but they finish at 8 o'clock on the night, and she was going to get there about 8:30. So I've been really worried about it, and I was saying, I don't know what you're going to do. You might have to... I tried loads of stuff looking online for her, couldn't find any private transfers or anything. There were taxis, but it were going to be 200 to 300 quid. She contemplated hiring a car, but then that's going to cost a fortune when they've added all extras and everything. So what she did, she was quite clever actually. She went on some Facebook groups and she managed to put messages on a Facebook group for that ski resort, and lo and behold, she managed to get in touch with somebody who had landed at the same time. They had a private transfer arranged and she managed to hitch a lift with them and contributed to the cost. So it cost her like €60. So all's well that ends well, or is it? Because eventually she gets to this hotel and she's been sending me footage. As you know, I'm a bit of a worrier, and I keep ringing me, keep texting me. And then I was saying, well, what's happened? I says, oh, it's a bit of a funny story, so you need to be taking lots of footage and send it, and I can put it in a vlog. So she gets to the hotel and it's like bloody faulty towers. So I'll show you footage. She's having a great time and everything, missing her loads, but it's just a bit of a funny story, isn't it, really? Of course, she'll not be up to much in France with all her friends. It'll just be a quiet time they'll be having. They'll probably be in bed at 9 o'clock at night. There'll be no boozing or partying or anything, knowing them lot. Anyway, I'll put footage on now so you can see what happened. £5 to drop somebody off. It's scandalous.
That's terrible, isn't it? That is daylight robbery.
It's daylight robbery.
I was all really giddy this morning and excited, and now I'm just really tired.
Yeah, because you've just slept all the way here.
Yeah, and I'm going to be sat next to someone on the plane, and what happens if I fall asleep and I start snoring?
Well, it's obvious because you always snore. I'm only kidding.
Do I snore every time?
No.
Yeah, I've got Jane some earplugs. I'm sharing a room with her just in case I snore later.
Right, I'm just going to pull in here. Kit's Isaac case. How long are you going for? There's some weight in that, Helen.
All
Right.
the gear, no idea.
Just keep me updated. All right. I need to know. Oh, they're nice. I need to know that you're safe,
Okay.
and hopefully you will get a chance for.
Yeah, they'll have sorted something out.
Have you checked the weight on that bag? Because it's heavy.
Yeah, I got on the scales and then I got on the scales again, holding that.
Right.
It's about 20 kilos.
Anyway, I better go. Give us a kiss.
Oh.
Love you. I've got to go because I've got 5-minute drop off. Or it goes up to £10.
That's terrible.
I love you.
I love you.
See you
I'll let
later.
know.
Bye. I hope so. Don't go ringing me saying you forgot something. Just
Well,
check
like
your.
my passport.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm going to give you my house key.
What do I want that for?
Just to leave it in the car. Just stick it.
I'll go
You know,
right
so
for it. I'm going to go and try your underwear on.
Well, it won't be the first time.
See you, darling. Bye. Love you. Have a good time. Make sure you send me videos so I know that you're there and that, and then I can put them on this vlog. I'm just going to use you. All right. Bye. Bye. And we're off.
I don't know how James does it, honestly. Anyway, look what I've got. Cheers.
Questions aboard the aircraft, just to keep you in the loop, we did have an event that took place on the previous flight from Marrakesh that required significant cleaning. That was the reason for this delay. We had to wait for cleaners to arrive at the aircraft. So we do apologise once again for your extended delay.
Thank you so much. That's me. That's definitely me. It must be my bus. Jane, I need the grand tour. Can you give me the grand tour?
Yes, welcome to our okay. This is our little table. Shall I take a seat? This is where we have breakfast.
Is it?
This
What,
is our beds.
what are we having for
That's
breakfast?
our wardrobe.
Which bed's mine?
Yeah, there.
Look at that flat pillow compared to yours.
They're
Right.
exactly the same.
I know, but no, they're not. Right, look at that little flat pillow compared to yours.
I actually stole the pillow. I don't mind.
I knew you would.
First thing, best.
You're a bad person. Oh gosh, it's very
Yeah.
compact and
Kitsch.
bijou.
Kitsch.
It's alright. What the towels are like? Have you been in the shower yet?
We've got a shower. Alright.
Yeah, it's fine. Look, I can really rough it.
Can't remember 10,000.
Oh. Hi. Oh, that's funny. Oh, God.
Proper, like a goatee.
A goatee?
Proper goatee.
What? Oh, God, is it on? It's very filthy, that radiator.
Everything's filthy.
So, have we got bed bugs?
I don't care.
I don't care. Right, just like douse yourself. Oh, God. Where's my pillowcase? Or do I get one?
No, you don't have to put the case.
No.
I swear.
You don't have a pillowcase?
Yeah.
Right, this stains.
I know.
Do you know what? I don't care. I've got a strong immune system. Look at this. Look at this. There's a balcony. they can see the mountains. It snowed a little bit last night. Oh, it's gorgeous. Is it recording? Hi, so Jane and I were here.
Finally got on the lift.
We're on the lift, we're on the mountain.
Right, we're going to get off
Ah,
now.
we're getting off. So, we've made it. No broken femurs or tibulas or whatever. Yeah, we made it off the mountain and now we're on the bus back to our hotel. I'm so tired and I really need to pee. You didn't really need to know that, did you? Just that little bit of information. Oh my goodness, it is so picturesque. I have adopted this French accent since I have come here.
So there you go, that's Helen's little adventure, and I wanted to put that on because people miss Helen when it's just me on my own. In fact, I had a comment the other day and it hurt me. I mean, I know Helen's the star of the show, but it is my channel, you know, it is me that started this off, and I get a bit jealous, I must admit. I mean, I love her to bits, obviously, and I want her on every video, but somebody put, this channel is nothing without Helen, and I were a bit upset about that. I was like, thanks. It's not that bad, is it, when Helen's not on? But it is what it is. I'd love to have her on every single video, but the fact of the matter is, she works a lot of hours and she works all crazy shifts, and then she wants to spend time with her children as well. I realise I'm rambling, but like I said, I'm at a loose end, so I'm like talking to you, but I'm sort of just talking to myself. I think that's it. I'm going to chill out for a bit now. It's not even late. What time is it? Where's my phone? Oh, it's only 7 o'clock. I need to go. I'm not staying here for tonight. It's too noisy in this car park. Alright, I'll see you in a bit.